Well, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here, greeting his boys and girls. Welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day. Wherein, once again, my bracelet is over on the hamster cage lid, momentarily not lost, just misplaced. There's stuff on top of it, so I need to find it, but yay. Past that, I do want to do some things to start shaking things up for my vlogging and all. When you're comfortable, you stop pushing. And when you stop pushing, you stagnate. And stagnation is death. So yeah, I need to do some shaking up just to keep myself out of my comfort zone. But past that, with the Shelton, Washington weather, plague, rat, and spider report, weather, I think it's going to be sunny. From the way the clouds look out there, I can't see the clouds. From the way the sun looks on the leaves from various reflections, I think it may be a sunny day. It was kind of cloudy last night-ish. You know, red sky at night, sailor's delight. So, it was probably going to be a great day. Warm, but still, that's fine. Plague rat report. People, of course, wandering around in Safeway with no masks. So, yay. I mean, when I wear a mask, it's not for my protection. I mean, when you wear a mask, you're only unless you're wearing like an N95, the better the mask, the more protection, of course. But when you wear a mask, you're only getting about your own personal protection of about 15% coverage. When other people are wearing a mask, that covers them from their exhalations about 70%. So people not wearing a mask are just a mess of particles coming out. And people that do, if you have it, it helps others. It doesn't really help you, it's for helping others. And people are just showing every day, you know, my comfort is more important than whether or not you live or die. So thumbs up on that. Spider report downstairs in the bathroom. I can't find any spiders anymore. Now, there could be plenty of places for them to be hiding. I do have a metal framework back over my toilet to put stuff on, but because when you flush your toilet, there's a toilet plume. I don't really use it for anything because I don't want to put towels or anything back there because each time the toilet flushes, toilet plume, I don't want to wash myself with that. So, yay. So there's lots of places. And then there's the mirror and the medicine cabinet and the sink area, the cabinet and cupboard from that. There's the door frames. There's a little trash bin down that I keep next to the cabinet. So there's paper and stuff around that. There's lots of places to hide. But last night I discovered, yep, memory is wonderful. I thought there was one bathroom spider. The one bathroom spider that I thought it was actually two. Because the one bathroom spider that I thought was moving around was more angular and spiky and not moving around as much. The one that I did see moving around as much, not as angular, not as spiky. Last night, both of them were up and on the ceiling. This morning, I can't find a single spider in the bathroom, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happened, but yay. Now for the spiders over there. I'm not quite sure what's happening. I thought there was a spider that had an egg sac last night. When I look over here this morning, I don't know if there's a spider with an egg sac. It might be, might not be, in which case, if there is, you know, that's actually kind of cool. Once again, baby spiders are cool. I like them. They look to me as being cute. As long as there's not, you don't walk through a cloud of them and then they're like all over your face and stuff like that, because that's just, you know, no matter what, it's going to be icky. It could be ants, it could be anything. It's a cloud of creepy crawlies all over your face. But when they're over and doing stuff and just being spiders and spreading out and trying to live, I don't mind that. So I got the garden spiders over there. There's about 4 of them in a colony. So I don't know what's going to happen, if they're actually living in colonies or if they threaten each other. I mean, they don't live in colonies, but when you go outside, I mean, we have bushes in our front yard. And last summer, I mean, just in one bush, I was able to count like 8 or 10 spiders in webs. So they're not like instantly antagonistic, trying to kill each other no matter what. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe they just get along with their neighbors. It's hard to say. I'm not a spider. Thumbs up for that. Now for some other things here. I wanted to talk about this because this was kind of silly and funny and frustrating. Because yesterday I got 2 boxes in the mail yesterday. Now Russian Timing had sent me something and it was really, really nice. It was not only a box of cat food, but Ghost of Tsushima for the PS4. Thank you so very, very much. This is the kind of game that I really like. Everything that he has told me about this, everything I've heard about it, everything I've seen about it, it's like, this is the kind of game I like. It's like Outward, the game I'm really obsessed with right now before this one showed up. They're kind of the same thing. They're the immersive sim type of game. They're the kind of game that I really get into. That's why I play Minecraft so much. It's an immersive sim. You're living in a world. You're surviving in a world. Outward, it's a world, and you're dealing with heat and cold and food and water and snow. Oh, there's so much stuff in the game Outward for my next video that I have been finding, and the weather has changed again in my home zone. I left when it was snowing. When I came back, it's spring. Everything is green and growing again. So thumbs up on that. But Ghost of Tsushima, that's going to be another one that's going to obsess me and I'm going to vanish into it. So thank you again so very, very much. Now the frustrating part is there were 2 boxes yesterday. Inside of the other box was a box of cat food and something else, but I couldn't find any cards saying who it was from. And in the other box, there were at least 4 cards that said, here's a gift from Russian Timing. So when I opened up the other box and couldn't find anything, at first I thought there was nothing, but then so many other things from Russian Timing, I don't know why they put so many in there. I thought it was from him too. And so what came with the box of cat food was also a box of, well, not a box, a little bag of squishy cats. Now, you can't really see like the face on this one because it doesn't have a face. Oh, it's upside down. It does have a face. They're squishy cats. Take them out of the plastic bag, and they're soft and squishy. I guess they're like silicone or something. They're not moist, but they're just squishy. And I couldn't find any name thing at all, so I figured with all the cards and all that, it was probably from Russian Timing. Hidden away, one small piece of paper underneath a cardboard flap that I had to look through many times. I found out that the squishy cats and the other bag of cat food is from someone called Maddie. Thank you so very, very much for the squishy cats and the cat food. And Russian Timing, sorry that they put so many of the cards in there, I got confused. But at least now I understand. So I have squishy cats, 2 boxes of cat food, and Ghost of Tsushima. Thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. These squishy cats are so weird. Thank you. Now, let's see what else we have in here. Oh, yes. Yesterday I had therapy, and then I had my VA doctor's appointment. Therapy was therapy. It's always good. It's nice to talk. It's nice to... My therapist even says that what can really help someone who's depressed, even... excuse me, now I'm choking on my own saliva. Even if you get nothing done, providing good, meaningful, pleasant conversation can be very helpful. It makes you feel good, normal, better. And so half of it was just talking about things. Because one of the things that I'm really, really good at is if I've got a situation or a problem here, I talk about everything around it, but not it. You can see that there's a problem because as I describe stuff, there's a huge hole that I'm not talking about, and that's the problem. And the more I talk, the better you can see what the hole looks like, and then eventually I'll start to talk about it. But just conversation to make you feel normal is good. But we did about half of that just talking and half of delving into things and trying to get into stuff. And it worked out well. Now my VA phone appointment, not as wonderful. First off, I mean, I understand. Bloody flies. I got a fly in here again. Windows open, cat food, cat box. Heat, hamster. So, yay. But it's supposed to be at 10 o'clock. Now, I understand things don't run on time all the time, especially if you're in the VA where you're being cut tight. So it's almost 10:30 when the phone call comes through. Very, very unsatisfying. The satisfying part is I talked about how even though I'm taking 2 magnesium tablets at a minimum because of my leg cramping, I'm still cramping up. And then each one of those tablets is 60% of the magnesium you're supposed to get in a day. So I'm getting 120%, and that muscle on my right inner thigh cramped up. It almost killed me again today. So there's an underlying issue. She's sending through a lab thing, so I just have to walk to the hospital in town so I can get a lab draw as soon as it is approved. Past that, when I said, hey, is there any way I can get tested for ADHD? She's like, oh, you need to talk to your therapist about that. The therapist is a guy that told me to call the VA to find out about that. So she spent the entire time getting more and more antagonistic about how my original referral that got me therapy was actually for psychiatry and medicinal therapy and tracking to see how well the medicines are working. But I ended up with therapy. And so she's stepping completely out of it. You need to talk to your therapist about that. And if your therapist can't do it, then try to call somebody and see if they can figure out who you need to call. And they used to have a van that would come up, a big old RV up to Shelton. Well, they don't do that anymore because, of course, they've been cutting all government services for absolutely everybody except for rich people down to the bone. So no more van for veterans in places like Shelton. And when I said, is there any services for getting around? I don't have a vehicle. And it's like, wow, that sucks. No vehicle. You can't get here and you need to get here. Bummer. So there's no VA services to help people. If you can't travel, you're hosed. So, yay. So I'm going to call my therapist, see if he's got any ideas and hopes that he can refer me to somebody. If not, yay. So it was very dissatisfying. But that's life. And bonk. The one thing really quick, as I said and really just talked about real quick, I've been playing the game Outward a lot. Now the problem is I don't like things that take a long time to load. I'd play the game No Man's Sky more, but it takes literally 5 or more minutes to load up. From when I click the icon on Steam to when it's ready to play, it is over 5 minutes. It takes forever to load, and I don't like that. I almost don't like playing Near because it takes like 2 minutes to load. Outward is kind of the same thing. It runs through. I bought it through Good Old Games, GOG.com. I mean, they got rid of the Good Old Games thing. It's just now just GOG. But I bought it through there. But now they've integrated their launcher with everything. Used to be, if you clicked on a game, it would just load up the game. And if you wanted to have the launcher, you could load up the launcher. Now you click on the game, and it has to load up the launcher. And after it loads up the GOG launcher, then it loads up the game. So it's like over 5 minutes while I watch videos waiting for Outward to get ready. But there are lots of really cool things. In the first zone where you start off, there's something called a Vigil Pylon, and they had some golems there, mechanical robots from an ancient time, and they're doing stuff, and there's ghosts in a tomb. In the new zone, Enmarkar Forest. We're at the city of Berg. There's another pylon tower there, but it's got huge stairs leading up to it. And when you get right up to it, they don't show it anywhere on the map. They don't mention it, but back behind some mountains, there are some gigantic wasp nests hanging on things. And when I say they're gigantic wasp nests, if you were standing next to them, they would be about 50 feet tall, hanging. And they're back there. Oh dear. There's another bit of background stuff that's actually on the map. As you're running along to get to the city from where I am, I'm following the roads. There is on the map, it says huge burning tree. And when you run past it, yeah, it's a huge burning tree. Oh my gosh, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now, just thank you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm lucky I can remember anything at all sometimes. Calling it my Chrome here. My view count after my TikTok thing went up to 2,000, and then the next day 17, and then 1,200, and then 300, and so everything's almost back to normal now. Ernesto Segala, thank you very much. Snuffkin's Gay Ass, thumbs up and thank you. Luv Karomi, greatly appreciated. SXINZ, cannot pronounce that, but thank you very much. R Insomnipic, thumbs up and thank you. Carla Gilchrist, greatly appreciated. V Tragedy RX, thumbs up. Kathy Kitscat, always good to see you in the comments, thank you. Lil Peen Bryson, what a name. Russian Timing. Overlord is a weird game, but it is fun. Balin WTF, thumbs up and thank you. Maddie Petty, greatly appreciated. And Dan Moore, thumbs up. Kira Lemongrab, as long as cannabis is legal in New Zealand, I'm up for it. Shocker 6, thumbs up and thank you. We have Spicy Wiener, thumbs up. We have Jimena Salas, thumbs up. Mateus Romano Galamberti, I'm nowhere close, but thank you. It's not Enrique. Well, I don't know who you are then, but thank you. Greatly appreciated. William Soul, thumbs up. We have Fat Boy, I like the name. And Best of Luck. Ooh. Galaxy Does Arts, thumbs up and thank you. Black Member YT, thumbs up and thank you. We have Free Lamps, Lamp, greatly appreciated. And Elder Wolf 569, greatly appreciated each and every one of you. And hey, interesting games are fun. I like the weird ones. I like things that aren't mainstream. Definitely a thumbs up. Thank you, each and every one of you, for having left me a comment. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is appreciated. When you're depressed, even cyclical depression like I have, yeah, it's important to get out of the echo chamber of your skull. Greatly appreciated. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you want to help me out without sending money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below, and if you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well, with things like cat food, hamster bedding. I don't have squishy cats on the list, but if you'd like to send squishy cats, please do. These things are awesome. Thumbs up and thank you. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. That would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Or at least, a couple of years until I kick off from heart disease or cancer or getting hit by a bus. I mean, it's going to happen to all of us. None of us lives forever. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And remember, wear a mask. It's a good thing to do. Practice your social distancing. Another very good thing to do. Practice self-care. These are hard times. You need to take care of yourself mentally, please. And of course, Black Lives Matter and justice for everybody. That the jackbooted, brown-shirted thugs keep brutalizing and murdering. Take care. Have a great day, and hopefully you can speak English better than I can.